I try to fill my life with more real things to where if bodybuilding is ever over, I can still try to live a fulfilling life. For some people, if bodybuilding is all you have, you're willing to die for it because you have nothing else.
Come on, Sid. Yo, come on, get good. Come on.
I fell asleep in the locker room at the gym. I fell asleep in the parking lot at the gym before I even went in.
When I first started competing, I just said I just want to grow some muscles, and I won some shows, and then turned pro, and then I said, I wonder if I could ever get Arnold to notice me.
There will be times where I will be at the gym at 11 o'clock at night.
A lot of times we focus so much on being a good athlete that you don't put any focus on being a good person.
There will be times I will fall asleep at the gym because I'm so tired. I wake up on the floor and it's 3 a.m. I could buy my own school clothes, I could buy my own school supplies, so my mom wouldn't have to worry about that stuff, Still have ways of trying to touch other people if bodybuilding doesn't work anymore.
I think bodybuilding, the fitness industry alone can make people narcissistic. I believe social media can amplify that, but I believe if we could try to avoid that and remain humble through the process, that would make us better people.
When we have time for the soldiers to eat breakfast, I would go do cardio. They eat lunch, I go do cardio. After we finish with the soldiers for the day, I go to the gym on my way home.
And that would also make us better role models and better inspiration. It's important to try to be a good person first and then be a good athlete.
I have been working since I was 13. The legal age to work in America is 16, but I was working at 13 to help pay bills at the house, help my mom.
life ain't as superficial as the sport can be, you know, and just keep it real and be humble, you know. So for those guys that's coming up, be humble. Take your time. You know, don't try to rush getting into the sport, feeling like you got to reach certain benchmarks at certain times.
Because I was so tired. A long time ago, I was that kid, you know, I was, you know, a bad little boy. I was living in the projects, low income, getting in trouble all the time, no future, right?
So there was a possibility for me to go to the Arnold Classic. And my goal was, I'm gonna get him to know who I am. I'm gonna get him to notice me.
You know, there was a time where bodybuilders, just by being a muscular person, you were popular. Whereas nowadays, you know, bodybuilders are not popular. They're kind of like underground. It's an underground thing, you know? I don't deserve this. I'm just Cedric from fucking South Carolina. I'm nothing special. I was never supposed to be nothing in life. Like I said, if I never win another show, just to be noticed by him and for him to acknowledge me is my #1 trophy. I think Cedric should have won. He is what a bodybuilder should look like. He is my favorite.
Everything was absolutely flawless. Your posing was extraordinary. Yep. The lengths, the way how long you held your poses, and you were calm. There was no shaking there. You showed confidence in your face. I mean, it was a straight 10.
So my goal going into it was to influence enough people to create more of me, to create more people that wanted that type of bodybuilding. I still challenge people with this question. When you die, what do you want to be said about you? To create more young athletes that look at me and they want to be this. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done competing and when I'm retired, I hope that there's 20 Cedrics on stage now. I remember when it was just one. Now there's 20 and they're actually winning. My job is done then.